KQ, Kenya Airways, seems to be getting back to business. And let's take a look at the new schedules. So Kenya Airways scheduled flights for the 6th of November 2022. The route is from Nairobi to Entebbe. That's flight KQ 420. The time should be 12:45 p.m. That's about 17 minutes ago. We'll be getting an update from Leila Mohammed on whether that flight has taken off. From Entebbe to Nairobi, KQ flight number 421 is to leave at 2:45 p.m. today. From Nairobi to Mombasa, KQ flight number 606 is leaving at 1:30 p.m. That's in the next 27 minutes. Mombasa to Nairobi, KQ flight number 607 should leave at 3:30 p.m. And Nairobi to Lusaka, Zambia, KQ flight number 706 should leave at 5 p.m. And from Nairobi to Lusaka, once again, this KQ flight number 707 should leave the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport at 8:20 p.m. All right, let's cross over to the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport, where our reporter Leila Mohammed is setting camp. Leila, please bring us up to speed on what exactly is ongoing.
Well, Nina, the Pride of Africa is still struggling to deal with the turbulence that it is facing currently. Over the last 48 hours, so many passengers flying KQ have been compounded here at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. There are so many who have been able to go through the departure lounge and go into the security checks. You have mentioned that trip to Entebbe, Kampala. It was expected to leave here at 12:45 p.m. We are aware that flight has not yet left Nairobi. It is expected to leave anytime this afternoon. When exactly, we are not sure. When Kenya Airways will give us those details. Not much coming out of the Kenya Airways here at the airport, where we've been standing by for the last few hours. So many of the passengers we've spoken to say their flights have been cancelled several times since yesterday or the day before, and they were hopeful that this would be the last time around that they would get their flights to their destinations. Many of them we spoke to earlier were on that flight at 12:45 p.m., the expected one to Kampala, Uganda, via the Entebbe airport. And now we are aware that that flight is yet to leave. But on the other side, there is another team of international flights going into the southern part of Africa and Europe. Many of those passengers are just standing by. There is a tent that has been put up by the Kenya Airways officials, and they are taking their details and speaking to some of them who have gone through the process of talking to members of the Kenya Airways team. Some are having to be put on 4 or 5 connecting flights to be able to get to their intended destination. Some of them are saying that they were needed to wherever they were going by Monday, and if they were to take 4 connecting flights, then they would get to where they are going on Wednesday this weekend. This would be quite difficult for them because some of them were artists and they were going for international festivals and gigs they were hoping to be paid for. So the earlier statement from the Kenya Airport Workers Union, KAWU, was that they were hoping to join in the pilot strike that is ongoing. However, earlier this morning, that statement coming out of the members of that organization saying they're stopping theirs for the moment as they await the situation between the Kenya government, the Kenya Airways organization, and the pilots. And some of the major concerns for the pilots was, amongst many other issues, of remuneration and just workmanship. And they were hoping that the senior management of the Kenya Airways should be released from duty. And the Kenya Airport Workers Union are now saying that has been part and parcel of some of the issues. They do not agree with the pilots, and they hope that this situation by the Kenya airports and the Kenya Airways will be resolved anytime soon. So March is expected to happen later here. We are hoping that many more Kenyans and international flyers will be coming here, hoping that they will take their flights to their intended destinations. If not, then we'll be here to cover that as and when it happens live for you. For now, I take it back to you, Nina.
All right, Layla, that must be very disorienting and sad. And, well, we do hope that business is back as usual at the airport. And hand in hand with that, we get to hear one of the grievances from a passenger who is a beauty pageant in our nation. Let's take a look.
My name is Daisy Isiaho. I'm representing Kenya at the Miss Planet International pageant that is yet to take place in Kampala, Uganda. Miss Planet organization is an initiative and a movement that empowers young girls to push for the sustainable development goals and just to impact and solve these problems and the challenges across the world.
So which airline are you flying with?
I'm flying with Kenya Airways.
Are you sure you'll be on that plane this morning?
I'm optimistic.
What time was your flight expected?
I was supposed to fly out yesterday and it had to be rescheduled because of the strike. But right now I've been told it's okay for me to board.
What time exactly?
12:45.